Greetings, Negroes, white folks, Asians, Jamaicans, Trinis, Gully on. Y'all come on in here. Let's discuss the latest. Today, one of the Young Thug trial, and a female prosecutor. She rolled up her sleeves this afternoon. But in my opinion, Young Thug's defense team, they was pretty aggressive. They were stepping to business. As a matter of fact, they asked for a mistrial from the door, and it was denied. But they swinging for the fences. But y'all come on in here. Let's talk about T.I. in this situation that he had at the football game. Y'all hit the bell as y'all come in here and share this to y'all social media platforms. Real Riley, what up? He said, up editing. Me too. I just uploaded the MP3 to my podcast for this interview I just did. So get ready for that. As y'all come in here, y'all hit the top notification bell, man. Y'all know how they be. Boom, 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 boom. Rel Riley. It's been a very, very eventful weekend. I'm still running on fumes and shit. I had a great, break into action. I had several plates. Desserts, enjoyed the family. But I want to hear y'all input on this trial that started today. And then we're going to talk about King. King is really something. I think he probably got some, he might have some mental issues and shit. Engineering major, I don't know, it might not be in stock, man. Them joints flew up out of here. TT Santiago, what's up? This is called King Thread, man. Go to the website, man. They'll be up there. Shout out to everybody who already got these in their collection. But yeah, good evening. I had to get on late, man. I had an interview. I was interviewing a guy in a California prison. He has 4 life sentences, been down since he was 16 years old. Wrote a boatload of books, recorded music with Snoop Dogg and Exhibit and Corrupt and a bunch of other motherfuckers from jail. He said King had various porks. Moderator, put the website in the chat. I don't see Ken or Pee Wee or none of them in here right now. They'd be here. He said King looked at and sounded crazy as hell. He might be one of them guys that's young guy experimenting with drugs and shit. He struck me as having a screw loose. Yeah. TheRealDribble.com, engineering major. Go over there, see what they got for you. I'm pretty sure I got something for you there. Anyway, got footage. I know y'all done seen it. T.I. and a back and forth with his son at the football game. And that's a wild little young nigga, man. He done got beside himself. And it's viral than a motherfucker. It's memes all over. He's probably gonna be a meme to around the new year. It ain't a doubt in my mind. Just wrapped up my engineering principal papers. I'm on it now. King was about to start telling how T.I. got all those charges. He was arguing with him like he was a stranger. I know he didn't like that. That's probably what caused him to grip him up. Engineering major, go to the website, man. I got probably like 115 styles. It was an incredible Black Friday. Shout out to all of y'all who grabbing the knittage. For real. King and his parents back and forth sounded like people outside arguing, not parents with their child. Yeah, he was doing too much. As a matter of fact, I ain't even gonna lie. If that was one of my parents, it wouldn't have got that far. I would have got slid. It would have been some blows exchanged, like fuck the case and fuck the cameras and everything. Rock solid, that ain't been confirmed. Definitely a lack of respect. It probably come from people playing with their kids and shit, man. You know, you hear people, kids calling their parents bro and shit like that. We in a different era, different generation. I mean, people being raised differently and shit. And you know, you just happen to get that on camera. I'm pretty sure he didn't did rowdy or worse than that behind closed doors. He said, like Styles P said, nerd up the street ain't where it's at. King's bugging. And he's privileged. Ain't that something? Privileged. Trying to be their kids' friends instead of raising them. They were sitting in the suite at the Atlanta Falcons game. A little dude was trying to pop shit. He really needed to be roughed up. Don't understand that he's privileged until it's taken away from him. He won't be the first, young motherfucker with famous parents that went to jail and shit like that. He was calling his dad nigga. He said the Lakers got smoked by 42. Isn't this a isn't this an effect of lack of positivity? None of my elders disrespected my granny. Nah, that type of shit was just taboo. To see it out there, and he's rich, probably entitled, spoiled, man. They said that they kids be really something. They be something to deal with and shit. Celebrity kids and shit. It's staged. Yeah, right. It's a cycle. People who don't come up with much do way too much for their kids, who in turn don't appreciate it because they don't earn it. EJ said that European blood coming up out of him. He's a very interesting looking dude. He said King and John Moran should do a mixtape. He grew up weird. What he did was not normal, and his parents' response wasn't normal either. I thought, imagine, and he know it was cameras around. He was embarrassed. The argument was getting out of hand and shit. My dad choked my oldest brother at his football banquet. I laughed. My brother thought he was tough. I ain't never tried no shit like that. I just didn't. You know what I mean? I feared my parents and shit. I already knew what time it was and shit. Like, he kind of was, for it to been in public, he maintained his composure and shit. My mom would have lost it. My pops, my mom would have, my pops, he would have been, mumbling under his breath and shit, you motherfucker, all that type of shit. He'd been trembling and shit. But my mom, it would have went down right on site at the spot of the foul. At the spot of the foul, right there. see my brother get yoked up by my dad. I knew not to try him. The going live and keeping it going while it was going on is not normal. Yeah, you would think somebody, it was probably other cameras around. Kids being on reality shows can't be good in the long run. Look at Hulk Hogan's son, DUIs. He asked for that. He said T.I. should have slapped him. If T.I. would have slapped that boy, is he a juvenile still? Is he 17? The boy grew up on TV. That got to have a profound effect on your oral. Is he 17? He 19. Oh, my. I don't know how old he is. He said he's 19, but he would have gotten in trouble. 19 is an adult, but if you'd have put his hands on him the right way, wrong way, if you'd have slapped him or some shit like that, anything like that, anything beyond what happened, you see where it's at now. But if you would have physically put his hands on any of this, it would have been, they would have ended him. They would have ended him. They would have ended him. Our idea of disciplining kids and white folks' idea of disciplining kids, two different things and shit. He told his mom, "Why you let this nigga play with me?" Yeah, he's way out there. You can't do nothing with me, boy. Definitely gonna be a meme. They don't allow extension cords no more. That's the type of shit that had us in check. You hit a kid with an extension cord now, you going to the penitentiary. My cousin just told me my granddad shot at my uncle at 18, Marvin Gaye times. Yeah, I come from that type of parenting. I do. They get physical. My uncles would get into this shit like that. My mom got brothers. You know what I mean? My dad, I ain't want no parts of him, but I'm just saying, she had reinforcements and shit. He need to take him in the backyard. I was all the way in check by my parents. I never tried them like that. He said Trench's News is a CI and FBG duck case. Not surprising. Sean Harris, thank you. Spare the rod, spoil the child. These kids need tough love. It's probably Leighton King situation. Seemed like I seen his situation in a movie or something before, and it didn't end bad. I mean, it didn't end good. It seemed like I seen his situation in a movie before, and it didn't end good. It didn't. I think it was on the Women of Brewster Place. Oprah Winfrey had a son. Her only son, his name was Basil. I think that was his name. And he couldn't do no wrong and shit. And he ended up killing somebody and shit. He did. King and Zonique have both said they were barely raised by Tip. The white grandmother would let them do whatever. Tiny mom is Caucasian. Where's Tip's mom and dad? Where's grandparents on that side, on the Smith side? He said, hell yeah. She looked like it. I'm just saying, where Nana at? Where the black one at? He might have seen them partying and being freaky growing up, and he don't respect them. He definitely don't respect T.I. Tip dad passed, but his mom's still around. Is his mother qualified, grandma? Because black women don't play that shit. They don't. A black woman will slide you. He kept telling T.I., I know the real you. That's damaging. That's damaging to his public image for that to happen like that. King said he wasn't even living with his parents when they filmed the reality show. He said after filming, he would go back to his grandma's. He said they jump. Yeah, that's the type of family I come from. I got, aunts that get busy and shit like that. Like I would have problems with other people, other females. He was raised by the white one in the gated community. It makes sense either way. Oh. They said he chose to live with her. Good evening, everybody. Dare you to fight back, pops, uncles, and granddad in the background. T.I.'s sister Precious was like the black grandma to those kids until she passed away. King on the path to protective custody. I got a cousin got a damn near life sentence. I think he got 40 years. My younger cousin, his name Timothy and shit, right? He was raised privileged in a church home and shit. Dad, an engineer. Mother got her dribble together and shit. Just totally spoiled. And he kind of wanted to be a part of the thug thing and shit. Like he wanted it bad. He ended up going to institutions. He was in a penitentiary with me and everything. But he ended up doing the ultimate crime. He ended up, killing somebody, killing a young boy. Very ill-advised crime. And for no reason. For no reason. And King ain't to be underestimated. A guy like him, a kid like him, he not to be underestimated. He not. T.I. should keep an eye on that nigga about jacking him up. For real. He wants to be hood so bad. I done seen some kids go to great extents to prove that they was hood. He's a super middle child. He said them the worst ones because they dying to prove it. Remember the kid that shot Ricky in the back? The kid that shot Ricky in the back, I think his name was Avery something. The kid that shot Ricky in the back in Boys in the Hood, he wasn't like that. He took that role in that movie and made it his life and went to the fucking penitentiary and the motherfucker killed him in the penitentiary. Ain't that a bitch? Ain't that a bitch? Lloyd Avery. Yeah. Let's get puts in a headlock. Instantly start screaming for help. Yeah, he got killed by a celly. There was another one who got killed by some Asian gangsters. Once the courts had say so in the home, it was over. Yeah, because he would have had to really fight the way I was raised and shit. Like he would have got assaulted on camera, but after the cameras went off, you still got to go home with your parents and shit or wherever you know what I mean. You're gonna have to deal with that shit. You would have to deal with it. It was gonna be physical. They would catch a case. My people would catch the whole case, the whole aggravated assault, whatever is involved with busting your head. Yeah, I seen it was a viral video on Facebook and TikTok about a year or so ago. It was a black chick threw something across the room and bust her son's fucking head, bust him in his fucking head. What you think about Hassan setting up the shooting? I don't know, man. If that's been proven, that's crazy to get shot on purpose. Don't forget DJ Daniels, little dude from the Hughleys, tatted his face like a Mexican and caught a stab and murder. Can't underestimate him. He said make him watch American Meat over and over again. He's in Georgia. They got a blade problem down there too. They fucking young boys down there. They is. I didn't expect to get as big as it did because he really just grabbed him up and shit. Grabbed up an adult. If he's 19, he grown. Engineering major. I know what time it is. Yep, and they don't talk about it. T.I. would try to discipline him when he was young and Tiny would stop him. That sounds like that's kind of like what goes on in black homes and shit. Mom could kill you. Dad, his shit is regulated. He probably can fuck you. Moms, they. My dad could put hands on me and shit, but I feared my parents, yo. I wouldn't even try no shit like that. I wouldn't. On the streets, King would do some stupid shit to prove he's tough, but in jail, he's fresh fish for a lifer. What's y'all thing with Hassan? Seem like y'all got something with Hassan right now. What's y'all thing with what's y'all thing with Hassan? He said that's why he don't respect his father. You shouldn't have to put your hands on a nigga to get respect from him, especially if you gave him a great life. T.I. is the reason that they probably had a great life. Tiny was a kind of like a backup singer. She didn't do a lot of solo singing in Escape. She wasn't no star like that. She was in it, but she wasn't. T.I.'s the he the earner. Hassan needs mental help. Simple as that. He's still not fully developed at 19 like most 19-year-old males. Legal and age mean nothing when it comes to maturity and sense. Hassan numbers are going down. King just going through identity crisis as most young men do at this age. That's not an identity crisis. Talking crazy to your pops, that's not an identity crisis. You're bugging. Especially in public. Any public disrespect amongst family members is sucker shit. Period. You see that a lot on social media and shit. People get mad at their family and make a Facebook post and shit like that, or go live and shit like that. That's all sucker shit. It wasn't always like that. That type of shit, in my opinion, is unforgivable. For real. He says definitely an identity crisis. With It Television, I was waiting on that. With It Television says, why did you let 10 Toes body you like that? My nigga, kind of like a big deal. And I'm 100% sure of that. I don't give a fuck what these niggas say. They not gonna stop the rain. They not gonna stop the rain. Nobody's gonna stop the rain here. I'm established. I'm a media force. Ain't nobody ever slowed this shit up. He could suck a dick. I don't give a fuck what he says. Period. Y'all been here with me the whole time. I happen to live in front of the camera. You feel me? I happen to live in front of the camera. I happen to have a dynamic influence on the culture and shit. It's a lot of y'all running around here with double figure knittage on. So when you have an understanding of self, when you have an understanding of self, I will never come down off. I would never come down off this pedestal. Never. You gotta work to get up here, my nigga. Who gives a fuck? He said he mushed you in your face in Harlem. I've never seen 10 Toes a day in my life. I've never met the nigga. You got it? Now on to the next. Tip said, did you ever have a roach on your face, boy? That hit pretty hard. I never had no roach on my face, but I knew what he was talking about. I had some close encounters. You know what I'm saying? Never had one. Oh shit. Never had no face, no ear joints, but I know about them stories and shit. Roaches that went in motherfuckers' ear. Motherfuckers got to go to the doctor. They go in there and it's a fucking roach been in the baby ear. I know about that shit, and apparently Tip know about it. He from Bankhead. Is Tip from Bowling Homes too? Is he from Bowling Homes? Niggas don't even know about boric acid. He said all in the cereal box. Motherfuckers used to have to put the cereal box in the refrigerator and shit in some locations. Damn, why they got the cereal in the refrigerator and shit? Protecting that shit. He said one person's progress will always expose another person's deficiencies. I'm the true and living. I've been performing in front of y'all a long time. It's levels. Y'all know the difference. He said, yeah, Tip from Bowling Homes. Okay. John Doe, thank you. My niece used to sleep with her mouth open and wake up choking on one. That's terrible. He was describing to him. He said, no, he not. Dre came in here, cleaned that up real fast. What part of Bankhead he from? He said, nah, he not from the projects. You don't have to be from the, had lived there that you run into the roaches and shit. They was a, man, shit. I went to my aunt crib in fucking Houston one time. They got flying roaches in Houston. They got flying roaches in Houston. He from them back streets. The T.I. situation says a lot. Yep. It says a whole lot. I understand it. I've been in T.I. situation. The difference is, right? I ain't grabbing nobody up. I ain't choking no nigga up, putting no nigga in the headlock, none of that type of shit. These niggas got guns, period. These young niggas is popping motherfuckers. They got a short fuse and shit like that. I didn't seen it. Hey, man, You got it. Life got a way of correcting motherfuckers, man. Sometimes you just got to step out the way and shit. But in regards to that situation with Ti on camera, he got to deal with that. He said roaches and rats be in nice areas too. They can afford pest control though. He said they got giant roaches jumping from wall to wall in North Carolina. Center Hill and Bankhead, very poor neighborhood, most definitely had meals with rodents. That kid don't realize how good he has in America right now. It's a damn shame. Talking about the bando and shit like that. As a parent, wouldn't you have deaded the convo before you got to that point? Number one, I ain't got a lot of rap anyway. My father was the same way. We like, introverted when it come to certain shit. Like, if you can't pick up on body language and shit like that, uh, uh, you know, my pops probably would have just walked. If putting me, let's say that was us, and it wouldn't have happened. It wouldn't have been no confrontation. He'd just walk the fuck away from me like I was a damn fool and shit. You know what I'm saying? But he said, "What else do we expect him to be? That's his culture." Y'all got the biggest rats I've seen in life. They medium-sized dogs in New York. I ain't gonna lie, little dude would be cut out the wheel and kicked out the house since you ain't got the silver spoon and stand on business. Let's see you swim without a floaty, little bruh. Man, my father made me watch him burn my first outfit from hustling in front of me. He lived with his grandmother. He was doing what he wanted. I believe he was thugging at grandma's. He could have left. That's why Michael Irvin had to expose his son early. That Michael Irvin situation was hilarious. He made dudes' views go up, but he exposed the shit out of him. It exposed the shit out of him. I imagine that, guys his age, they in a pickle because they fans of this type of music and shit. You know what I'm saying? If a kid from the suburb wanted to be Rakim, and I'm pretty sure there was plenty of them, nobody would say anything. If a motherfucker from the suburbs wanted to be LL Cool J, nobody would say anything. He on thug time. It's different. But then you got to look into the shit that his pops rapped about and shit like that. I don't know. It's hard. It's a pickle, yo. He told that Michael, but when you watching the video, you can't help but to say you holding an assault rifle. Why do you man? Why do you have an assault rifle, man? Why are you waving that around and shit like that? You got the beam, and you live in a gated community, man. Your folks rich and all of this shit. Like this part of the performance is bad and deceptive and fucked up. So I guess I understand why Michael Irvin did that. Like, nigga, you don't even need to be a rapper for no money. We rich already and shit. So I don't know. But they're attracted to hip hop. They want to be down with the shit. Rich kids come to the hood all the time. Is T.I.'s real dad because King said tell the truth? Kids in the hood have traumas, but have character and act right. Kids who were raised outside the hood don't have traumas. The performance he put on for me struck me as like he might be one of them Ritalin kids or some shit like that. They know. They know. That's their baby. He struck me as a Ritalin case. They got it made. They can become young entrepreneurs, take school to high levels. Man, oh man. They want to be rappers, man. Niggas want to wear jewelry, man, and drive Lamborghinis and shit. His other kid's not like that at all. Is he the oldest? I've had a elected in Newark, New Jersey. No, he the second youngest. So he the oldest boy? He the oldest boy? He definitely seemed like a mental health. He be crying a lot on camera. He's not the oldest boy. The oldest sing country music. Yeah, he's bugging. He's bugging, man. He tripping. King hangs with Boosie's son. The oldest look just like Tip. Next couple of days, he gonna tell how King beat them cases. Seems to me I don't know. The entertainers be having issues with their sons. I don't know. And keeping it real goes wrong. Maurice, what up? Look at his face. You can tell he a little off. Boy, it's one thing about mental health. You want to have a baby that got a good mind on them and shit like that, man. That mental health shit, man. The handcuffs and the medication come together. I hope y'all know that. I hope y'all know that is in regards to the mental health, the medication and the handcuffs come together. What I mean by that is they give you the motherfucking handcuffs. I mean, they give you the medication first. They give you the medication first. And if that don't straighten you out, they gonna put you in an institution. They gonna put you in an institution. And then they gonna come back with the medication. And they got a whole different type of medication in jail. You don't want to be taking that institutional shit. So yeah, it's kind of bad, man. If he got mental problems, he can land in one of two types of institutions. Wasn't even trying to enjoy the football game and food. I don't think it's mental health. I think he was born missing a few screws or something. That's mental health. When King was saying, I know the real you not like that to T.I. I ain't buying it. I ain't buying it. You know, people say that T.I., you know, he did something in Cincinnati in that case. Maybe he told on some people, but barring that, I never seen any like flaws in his swagger, his character, the shit he was rapping about. Nothing. He actually got some powerful music. Nobody came along and said anything about him except for Shorty Low. Rest in peace, LO. But I never seen any holes in his shit personally. I didn't. And I've been around him. I've been around him in person and shit in Miami. I didn't see. He didn't. He a little nigga, but he looked like he'll scuffle with you and shit like that if he got to. He said, "Shorty Alpha Mega." He said, "You're right." Yeah. T.I. throw hands with Money Mayweather. Rest in peace, Shorty Low. He said Shorty Low really ran that side of town, though. Tip words exactly. 5'9" with the soul of a 6'4" nigga. He got all access passes to the Atlanta Falcons game, and he take his family and shit. And instead of enjoying the access to the game and the food and shit like that, showing your ass and shit. Would he would have been wrong if he'd have told security, "Yo, get this nigga out of here." Was because that's what type of father. Man, I ain't about to go through all this crazy shit, man. Man, you don't even got to be here, man. Y'all help him find his way. Straight up. Straight up. He said, "Who's worse, 50 or T.I.'s son?" He said, "Not at all. King better sit down somewhere before he get hurt." Tib didn't know Low was Carlos. T.I. and Tiny was popping pills when they had him. He said, "No, he should have treated him like he was acting like a op." Make sure y'all go check out that upload I just uploaded to the podcast and shit. It's 55 minutes long. It's from a guy named Ladero Penix. He's from California, Long Beach. Been down since he was 16 years old. Been in penitentiary 28 years. Wrote 7 books. Recorded a lot of music for prison. Got songs of Snoop Dogg, Corrupt, Capadonna, Exhibit. Just a really, really wild story, man. They was doing too much partying and playing games with him. Now look at him. Wildest rapper sons be hella weird. You name a rapper, I guarantee you got a son he disappointed in. He said, "Pops would have waited till we got home," and boom. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell. Good evening. Well, shit, it's good morning now. MB treated AD and LeBron with 30-point triple double, won by 45 points. If a motherfucker give you a triple double, Anthony Davis, it's officially over. They gonna have a field day with him in the morning. It's gonna be ooh-wee. They gonna have a field day with his ass in the morning. Nah, this is Fox. That bullshit don't do that. You see that? He might lose trade value, man. It might be hard to get that nigga off, man. if I was LeBron, man, I call Boogie Cousins, man. Say, man, is you in shape, man? Because this nigga ain't giving me nothing, man. At least Boogie a thug. We know that Boogie's a thug. You normally get something out of them niggas in the sports realm and shit. You know what I'm saying? Gas him up real good. You see what Kobe got out of Ron Artest that last run. It's about motivation. He said they just paid him too. I'm trying not to watch them niggas, man. That's a part of my mojo right now. I ain't watching them niggas to the All-Star break. Ain't gonna have me all stressed out. How you feel about Thug case? His attorneys, they got a lot of them. They was sitting over there like a gang themselves. He got a gang of defense attorneys, not just the motherfucker sitting at the table with him. Yeah, he got 2-3 motherfuckers behind him too. Just looking up case law and objecting and bringing the motherfucker. I said, what the fuck is this shit here? Only thing that I seen that I wasn't aware of was the judge was giving the jurors instructions saying that they could take notes and that they could share notes, like basically compare notes. Like I said, listen to this shit here. I ain't never heard of no shit like that. I ain't never heard of no shit like that. I think that must be some Georgia shit. He said that ring in that top 75 got him laxed. He said Young Thug looked healthy though. He put on weight. That's what happened when you in jail. Especially if you can't do no running, if he not playing basketball or running, and he got drama, so he probably don't want no wreck. Shit. He's sitting around eating honey buns and shit like that, man. What you think gonna happen to him and shit? Them fucking calories get to building up. He rich. He probably buying niggas trays and shit like that. Did you peep the earring? First judge I ever seen in life with an earring, especially on the bench rocking it. It's groundbreaking. He said he gonna get 10 and up. You're gonna have to push that number up. They went through a lot just to pick the jury. They went through a whole lot of shit just to pick the jury. This started out as a big RICO indictment. It's only 6 co-defendants left. Everybody else pled guilty. Them niggas rolled their sleeves up. I understand him rolling his sleeves up because he the one that got, he the one tied to that murder and shit. But the rest of them, they soldiering it out. He said they want his life, maybe because it's a state charge. He in a leadership position. Just remember that part. She started out her opening arguments by comparing Young Thug to a wolf, to a leader of a pack of the leader of a pack of wolves, being an alpha wolf. And they said his strength is the pack. Something play it back. It's on this channel. He's the head of the organization. What we gonna see is, they said it, we gonna see people get on the stand that try to establish in front of us that he's the head of the organization, despite all of the other physical evidence they got, the nose wipe and the songs and shit like that. They're using 17 separate pieces of evidence, musical evidence against him. Leader of a wolf pack, King Slime. The opening statement came from a book. It was pretty powerful. It was. But after that, when that was over with, and they filed a immediate motion for dismissal for mistrial, they was unprepared in their rebuttal in a lot of regards and shit. The judge was very, very patient with the state. That's because he's with them. John Moran is suspended right now. Attorneys still already started the appeal. If they win, all those charges will be released. Thug and Lucci both cooked. I don't know why people so invested in it. You can't name an individual or group that ever beat a RICO case. I think some people probably beat a RICO before. That's whack. Your art becomes evidence nowadays. It only become evidence when you commit crimes. I'm just saying, like, you can rap about some shit that you're not doing. There's people doing that. It is. There's a whole lot of CB4 shit going on. But when you start acting it out, Young Thug, Rod Diggs, they gonna roll up their sleeves, man, and stick it to you. John Gotti beat a few Ricos. I know a guy from my city beat Rico. Rico only has to prove that you conspired and it's over. If you rapping about it, you help them connect the dots. New York drill rappers. Shit, there's been a lot of drill rappers rapped about the shit they did and got themselves in trouble. Jessica, thank you. Make sure y'all go to the Dribble Podcast on all streaming sites. Listen to that latest episode I just uploaded. You see your title. Old King showed out on Tipster. Got Tipster back in the spotlight. Maybe you should put out some music. Ja and Irv be the case. The niggas didn't do nothing. If you didn't do nothing, you probably can beat it. Niggas that you know who go to trial most of the time, who roll up their sleeves and go to trial right away, an innocent motherfucker go to trial in a heartbeat. Other niggas don't have no choice. But innocent niggas, pick 12. Let's go. Straight up. Straight up. He said niggas 80 plus million up and end up at the trial at the head of a table. Just beat a body about a week ago, Bobby Shmurda. That music shit crazy. Just don't talk about killing people or committing crimes because they're going to come get you. Think this is public knowledge. Probably will curb some crime. It probably will, stifle and suppress a lot of crime. If niggas know, you don't have to make a choice. You're going to either be a rapper or you're going to be a criminal. You ain't going to be both. Some niggas might say, man, fuck it, I'm getting this shit all up and I'm going to just be a rapper and that's it. But the niggas that try to combine the two, it's been fatal. Especially as it's trending. It's trending to book a rapper. It is. Only a fool would put himself in a position to end up in a penitentiary. Yes, sir. Pillmatic 2 on the way. Believe that. Make sure y'all go to the website, therealdribble.com. Knittage. Go over there and get right. They killed the real hip hop. This shit is spreading to our youth. I grew up in the 90s. Shit was happening, but not like today. Getting back to that viral video of that, it was a black chick that hit her son in the head with something. Doink. Bling. Shit was funny as hell. And people were trying to, the people that posted was trying to make it like it was a child abuse or she was being extreme or abusing her kids or some shit, right? And I looked at the video And I had to be frank. I said, yo, I ain't gonna lie. When a black woman go off, they throw anything nearby. Like that might have been the only thing that was close to her. You know what I'm saying? Because we all know, we all know shit will turn into a projectile fast. You know what I mean? And you know, some women be single parents, you know, trying to check 14, 15-year-olds and shit like that. And niggas think shit's sweet, think they can handle their mom, and before you know it, she bust your ass in the head with one of your football trophies or some shit. The internet was the hood's downfall. I don't give a fuck. Get these dangerous dudes away from the youth. Crime is not to be idolized, praised, or worshiped. I've never met Pee Wee Kirkland. I met Joe Hammond. Never met Pee Wee. Met Joe. Joe, what up? That's my man. What you think about Joe Smith and his wife being on OnlyFans? He looked like he's broken and shit. I remember him when he was a basketball player. He don't have a competitive face no more. I think Joe Smith's spirit probably broken. Going on platforms, he probably did that for money. He probably did that for money. And he just looked real vulnerable, man. Last couple of niggas I seen I seen him in a position of vulnerability, and I seen Lamar Odom in a similar position. But Joe Smith just don't look like he don't look the same. Nah, what happened to Nardo Wick? Idols have truly become rivals. He said he looks like he's going through it. His security hit a little boy in the face with a gun. If they hit a little kid, lock their ass up. Security is supposed to be professional and shit. Lock their ass up, lawsuit, pay his family, pay that baby, all of that. Y'all like the video with 600 people here at this hour. That's what's up. TheRealDribble.com, man. Make sure y'all go check me out. I've spoken about Shakir Stewart on here. I did a whole live stream before all of this shit kicked up with Diddy and all of them. You probably gonna hear more about him. If you follow Mark Curry on Instagram, you'll see and hear a whole lot of taboo shit going on around here. He's unplugged. Yeah. Joe gonna end up on an episode of Snapped. Why ESPN won't cover Josh Giddey? They said that shit might not be true all like that. Shh. Irv Gotti beat a Rico. Like I said, Irv didn't do nothing. Irv was just hanging around. Irv went on no wiretaps, breaking no laws or nothing like that. Shining like new money. Suge said Puff been beating women for years. Suge got that video out choking that chick on the dance floor though. Yo, can't tell me he wasn't, man. Suge can't point no violent finger at anybody. We ain't buying that, man. He got too much. He drink, make motherfuckers drink piss, all type of shit. Ain't no type, what type, other type of sadistic shit you was off into. But did he? It's being exposed now. He's paying. He's paying for it. Sit up, baby. Tip's son gonna raise the stick on him. He better watch him. He's gonna have some issues to get back on. You know what fucks me up? When people be speaking about court proceedings like it's the way it is on TV. You file a brief, and then next thing you know, the TV go to a commercial, and when it come back on, the motherfucker getting out of jail and shit like that. Even having to file motions is a bad place, man. You still lock the fuck up, man. Like you talking about some, yeah, he gonna have issues to get back on. Man, this shit is bad, man. Them niggas had already been in jail for a long time already. How long they been in jail? He's from Ladero Phoenix is from Long Beach, California. How long they been in jail? It's too goddamn long. 2 years? Few years? It's too long, man. It's too long, man. I can't do no tick. I can't. Sheesh. Can't do no tick, man. I ain't got time, yo. I don't have time for that shit, yo. That's the number one issue with that shit. I don't got fucking time, man. That shit disrupts everything. So when it come down to it, they trying to say he ordered hits or approved them. They got some people that's telling on him. That's right. The appeal process as a whole. Rolling the dice with your life. Never gamble with your life. Especially if you don't have to. Gamble with probably a little bit of anything but your life. Don't do it. I'm telling you. I just interviewed a guy right before that. I just uploaded it. It's on the channel. He's doing. At the end of the interview, I said, "What are you doing? 2 life sentences, right?" I thought it was 2. That's too much. He said, "I got 4 life sentences plus 74 years." I said, "God damn, sheesh." Been down since he was 16. Was in the hole 17 years. Wrote like 6 books while he was in the hole for them 17 years and shit. Nah, he from Long Beach. Go check out the interview. I just uploaded it before I got on here. I came on here to announce it. This is what I came on here for. And I came on here to see if y'all had anything to say about 10 Toes Down. Y'all ain't even come in with that. Weak campaign and shit. I hope it works for you, my nigga. I hope you got your numbers up a little bit. You know what I mean? But you ain't harming me. He said, you still listen to Aaron Hall. Everybody my age listen to Aaron Hall. Aaron Hall was in God. If they offered him 10 years, he better take it. If they offered him a dime, he would have took that already. You know why he 10 toes down. I told you before. All these niggas that be saying they 10 toes down. Niggas got holes in their shoes. Told you that before. That shit come from jail. I'm 10 toes down. We know. You've been walking the track for fucking ever. Been walking the fucking track forever. Been walking to the fucking chow hall for fucking ever. You know what I'm saying? Wherever you gotta go, you gotta medical, you gotta fucking walk. Yeah, you fucking 10 toes down, god damn it. And that ain't nothing to be fucking proud of. The nigga that started it was remedial. You niggas 10 toes down because you got holes in your shoes. Get your fucking dribble right. Niggas try to make that shit cute and thorough. The fuck out of here with that broke shit. Niggas representing poverty and being fucked up. The fuck out of here and shit. 10 toes down. What's the next step? That every nigga that's ever said that to you, what was the next step after him telling you, yo, I'm 10 toes down? When did the elevation take place? Nigga, I'm running around here trying to defy gravity. Nigga talking about he 10 toes down. It's because you're not going no fucking where. You're stuck. Hell yeah, you 10 toes down. Your Achilles stuck. Your motherfucker, all of that shit. You're going nowhere. Is that what you want? You're not going no fucking where. You don't got no aptitude. You're not no fly nigga. Ain't nothing up, money. Ain't nothing up. Ain't nothing up. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to run over you niggas, man. Come on, man. 10 toes down. Fuckers hit me. Fuckers in my comments like 10 toes down at your neck. Man, you know how much fucking business I conduct daily? I got fucking postage problems. You know who say shit like that? Don't no regular motherfucker tell you no shit like that. I got postage problems. My motherfucking postage. I had a 6-foot receipt the other day. I was in the motherfucking post office, right? They got done ringing that shit up. That motherfucking cash register went to wheezing and shit. They thought it was a fucking fire alarm or some shit. All that goddamn paper came out that motherfucker. Motherfucker tore that shit off. I said, God damn. Everybody was like, that's a long ass receipt. I had to put this motherfucker under my feet and raised it. 6-foot receipt. 6-foot receipt. He said, where the weed at? I'm going to get it as soon as I get up out of here and shit. 6-foot receipt, man. Who says shit like that? That's my rebuttal. That's my rebuttal. Say, nigga, I had a 6-foot receipt. I'm looking for my first 7-footer, nigga. Matumbo. Yo! Straight up. Hey, yo, man. I know it gotta be frustrating, man. I be making you niggas do comedy. Hey, yo, you niggas be resorting to comedy, impressions and shit. Remember that nigga used to be saying, what he used to be saying? Talk to me, I'll talk back. Doing all type of goofy shit. Do y'all know this nigga did 20 years of prison? That's how he came home. That's how he carried. And I meant what I said. He know who the fuck to do that shit. He know who to do it to. He wouldn't run up on Zip with the drip like that. He wouldn't run up on Zip with the drip like that. You know what he did? He smelled him being non-confrontational. Shit. Body language. Oh yeah, he ain't on it. And you see that he became brazen once he realized the dude was non-confrontational. He just like a little suck-ass bully. Yeah, I'll fuck you up, nigga. Niggas don't do that. That's not real. Theatrical sucker shit. Theatrical sucker shit. You know who to do that shit to. He not even no typical bully. He know who to do that shit to. It's a whole bunch of motherfuckers online he wouldn't do no shit like that to. Yeah. Jail shit. My man says, give 10 toes down a fair one. I don't want to fight him. Didn't you hear me tell the last bum nigga that on camera? I don't want to fight you. Get the fuck on. Trying to trap me. Trying to trap me. I done been trapped. I done been in that fucking seat, the young thug. That seat, the young thug in. I done been in that seat before. Niggas trying to trap a motherfucker. Me and you both know I can't beat you physically. We was on the same wrestling team. You outweigh me by like 110 pounds. What are you trying to do right here? Jump on me and get shot. Like the last nigga. I've been jumped on by an older nigga before. I put his ass on the news. This the problem. This is the part they don't tell you, man. They don't be telling you that part. I'm not, motherfucker, not. I'm not gonna wear Casanova's uniform. I'm not gonna wear No Murder's uniform, Shoddy's uniform. All of these niggas were capable of not doing what the fuck they did. I happen to like it here. I like nice things. Ain't nobody gonna trick me out of this shit. Motherfuck how you feel about it. I'm in control here. Sometimes you gotta think for your opponent. These niggas, some of these motherfuckers are suicidal. Like King. Like King. You dig what I'm saying? T.I. son. And like I told you, I got sons too. I ain't wrestling with no motherfucking body. I ain't wrestling with no motherfucking body. I ain't threatening no motherfucking body. None of that shit. I ain't doing none of that shit. I'm not. I'm done with your ass. Let life get the whooping on your ass. You know where I got that type of parenting from? My parents. I come from a Muslim upbringing. Don't you know that I've been warned about the type of bad luck that you will fucking encounter when you disrespecting your parents and shit like that? I had an uncle, right? My mom told me straight like that what happened. He was a football star. He done passed on now. But when he was young, he was a football star. My mom was like, yo, you're going to end up like Tony. She told me this when I was young. He was a football star, but he started, I guess he got a big head, was disrespecting my grandmother and shit like that, unruly, not trying to hear anything. Got in a fucking car accident. Killed this man and had to get his fucking leg cut off. Never played fucking football again. He had to walk with one of them boots with the big ass heel and shit. You don't see that. They back in the day, they looked at really ugly, like pirate shoes and shit, like big ass fucking black heel and shit. But now they got shit that look a little bit more stylish. But she told me that this was dealings with my grandmother, straight like that. YouTube showing ads in the middle of your live. Somebody got to pay for this shit, man. My content is free. I don't be in here cash apping. I don't be in here cash apping you niggas, man. Ain't that what they be telling y'all? Fuckers be on here begging cash app posted. Y'all need to make these niggas stop doing that. Make these niggas stop doing that, yo. For real. He said, I got the same ad. Good. Click for it so I can get paid. You entertain us with great content, comicals, satire, insightful perspective. The dribble is immaculate. Thank you. You said game is sold. Somebody got to pay for this shit. Anyway, I've been here for an hour and change, man. I appreciate y'all for coming through. And I got more content to come. Make sure y'all go over there to the podcast. I just put a fresh upload up there, man. Listen to that. Truck drivers. I just hit y'all with another 55-minute joint, man. As you getting across state lines and shit, turn me up. If you watching me on YouTube, follow me on Twitter at Gully TV 1. Go to my website, get you submitted. Shout out to my sponsor, Baldini, New Jersey. Get Baldini some love before I get up off of here and shit. Appreciate you, my man. But good night from the dribble. Make sure y'all go to the website, therealdribble.com, and get right. All right? Peace.